Hey yo, what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description down below. Using that link directly supports me and directly supports the channel. If you choose to start with that link, you'll be greeted by Tholan Foulbeard right off the bat, and as you progress just a little bit, you'll then meet the likes of Ugo, Tagore, and Mausoleum Mage. Right now, you can still use Raid 7 to secure Pelops the Victor or Code Wrath to secure Padraig. Right now, there's an ongoing Web of Corruption event that you can secure Valorin the Equalizer by simply logging in for 7 days. And on the 7th day, you'll be greeted by yet another legendary, Valorin the Equalizer. Triple legendary start, 3 absolutely fantastic epics. What are you waiting for? Get started today. Have some fun, baby. Let's get into the video. Cool, so as we look at the account today, the Bastion seems quiet. The fusion has come to an end. Now, the smart thing to do will be to start preparing for the next fusion, to start building the champions that you've got your hands on. And if we're looking at my collection right here, let's include all of these champions. Let's look at the legendaries. We started building Talina. I'm not quite sure about her build. I tried to force Mercurial on her, but this was just me fooling around and experimenting. So that's the build currently right there. Nothing special, and I don't know if this is my final build with her. This is just me fooling around and checking out what's the vibes. Currently just over 200 speed. We've got it in some Mercurial, a 6-piece Mercurial and 2-piece Feral. We put on the Gilded Pinion relic on her. I'm not quite sure which relic to use. I'm not really clued up on relics. I know that like a Talon is good for a damage dealer and a Wand is good for somebody that you don't want crowd controlled, etc. It's not an area of my game that I trust, my knowledge on relics. So that's what we chose to put on her, and we have not booked her at all. We've got the Blessing Brimstone on her as well, and we haven't started working on her masteries. Then we look at Masahiro, who I'm very excited for. We've currently got him built in some Stone Skin, Feral, Perception, Chronophage, and Pinpoint. His stats look like that currently. Just over 85k HP, 2k attack, 3.5k defense, almost 250 speed, no crit rate whatsoever. Barely any crit damage at 73%, but 232 resistance and 336 accuracy. Again, this is just me experimenting with the builds. I haven't even had time to test these builds. It was my son's birthday just over a day ago. So today's Tuesday, so on Sunday. So I haven't actually played much at all. So I'm super excited to get involved and build these champions. But this is what I chose to throw on him. As you can see, it's still level 12. I guess it's CVC, so we might as well push these things up right now. We've got the silver, so it won't take too much silver. But again, I don't necessarily enjoy upgrading it up to level 16 unless I'm sure that's what I'm going to use. So after some testing, I'll then be sure if this is what I'm going to use. An accuracy banner with the triple speed roll, say less. So they are now up to level 16, updated stats. Nothing major has changed. Some additional accuracy, some additional HP, but that's cool. And then the relic on him is Golden Elixir. Usually if I want to increase survivability or the longevity of the champion being alive, I go to Golden Elixir. This relic has clutched up for me tons and tons of times. I use it on Geomancer, I use it on Venomage, I use it on Bogarth. So there's quite a few champs that I use it on. The additional accuracy is nice, and then the third, or the HP that you can get as well. However, but it's that instant heal by 10% when the HP drops below 50%. That just allows for them to stay alive a lot longer. And then we haven't booked anything. We've also put Brimstone on him. And this is where I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below. You've seen Talina, Brimstone. You've seen Masahiro, the Belmonk, Brimstone. Brimstone is literally my go-to. So we do need some additional damage in the Shadowkin faction. This is a faction that we are still struggling with. So yeah, we went with Brimstone over there, but let me know in the comments down below which blessings you guys are going for on like Talina, on Masahiro, who you suggest or what you suggest I should use in terms of the blessings and the books. I'm definitely going to book Masahiro. I think is worth it. And we've started out with these masteries right here. As you can see, we've gone down the defense tree and the support tree. But yeah, so far so good. We should be finishing this off today. We just got some energy from clan or CVC rewards, and that's just chilling over here as well with some extra Demon Lord keys for the update. Vibes overall. But then if we filter once again, there are still so many legendary champs I haven't even touched. I also fooled around with the build on He-Man. Right there, we've got him in an instinct set with some righteous. Not quite sure how to build him either. I just know he hits really, really hard. This is possibly the first champion that I've got crit damage gloves on and not crit rate gloves on to try and enhance that crit damage. But again, I don't really know how to build him. He's got the talent on him as well as a damage dealer for the additional crit damage. I don't have a blessing on him. And masteries, we've just started with the masteries as well. I don't know how to build him. I believe he's insane. I've been hit so hard by He-Man in the last year of playing this game that I am quite excited to build him. So outside of He-Man, we still need to build Manaya. We still need to build Modo the Peel. We still need to build Ishiyama the Immovable. That's also going to help with Shadowkin Faction Wars. We still need to build, I'm not going to try and say his name again. Let's say KO. We still need to build KO right here. And we also need to build Valorant the Equalizer for that heal reduction. And I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Undead Horde Faction Wars until I get a reviver. I need a Gorgorab maybe, but yeah, I just simply can't. I put somebody else's gear on him and did some Undead Hordes battles in the Faction Wars, and I just can't finish the boss because my other champions die a little bit too quickly, but that's fine. I digress. And the last champion we have to build is as well Haggibah, the Nest Maid. I have put on a build here that I might fool around with as well. Speed, Righteous, Feral, and Pinpoint. We haven't even leveled up the gloves at all. She'll get a lot more defense when I do level up those gloves, but just under 45k HP, just under 2k defense, no attack, 214 speed, no crit rate, not really any crit damage, 218 resistance, and 152 accuracy, which I'll jump up when I get it to 6-star ascension as well with the accuracy and some additional speed on the banner if I'm lucky. I just wanted to touch on that because a lot happened. It was super hyped up, but raid is not always those hype moments for me. You get certain instances of raid that just feel like you're doing quote unquote the donkey work. The work that's behind the scenes, the work that don't make the spotlights, and that is where you start saving up or stocking up on food. You start stocking up on books. You start stocking up on, you do masteries with excess energy that you might have laying around, and you start leveling your gear and all of these things. So the last couple of videos have been so hyped up because it was during a fusion, but the fusion is done. Again, we successfully finished that fusion. We're going to see what more we can do during the coalition events as well to try and get some additional points, and we're going to build these champions. That's where I'm reaching out to you guys. Let me know how you've built your Haggibahs. Let me know, or how you're going to build your Haggibahs, how you're going to build your Valorants, how you have already built your Valorants. If you have Masahiro and you pulled him a lot sooner than I did, how did you end up building these champions? Because I like to fool around on my own and experiment and whatnot with builds, but I also like to get insight from you guys who are way more experienced than I am in what you've chosen to do with these champions, and did it work out for you? And where did it work out for you? Maybe you use some of these champions in Clan Boss. Maybe it's only a Faction Wars champion. Maybe it's Doom Tower Hard or Grim Forest or whatever the case may be. Let me know in the comments below right after you like and subscribe to the channel. We are on a journey and we are vibing out, yo. What I'm going to do, I'm not really sure if we need to book Embrys, but it is currently a CVC, so I would like to book him if it's going to add value to my account. I am trying to build him to utilize more of his second form, that nuker form if I'm not mistaken. So let's go into the second form right here. We've got him in Perception, we've got him in Instinct, and then some Stone Skin as well. I have changed his build, and this is also something I want to ask you guys real quick. As we go into here, the current build is Test 2, and I'm going to try on Test 1. The difference is, in the first build I had him in, he goes up by 10k HP. He goes up by 1,000 attack roughly, and he goes up by 200 defense. He also goes up by about 28 speed. Crit cap stays the same, but he loses about 80% crit damage in the first build. He loses some accuracy as well. Resistance remains unchanged. I desperately need help with which of these builds I should go with. The one's obviously faster, it's got more HP, it's got crit cap is still there, but it loses like almost 100% crit damage. Is that going to be worth it? Will the additional speed allow for more rotations of Embrys to come through and attack that mitigates the fact that he's losing that crit damage? Or is the current build, which is Test 2, the better build with almost 250% crit damage? I am so caught up here. I'm not quite sure which one to go for. Please let me know down in the comments below. So I will be booking Embrys. Let's just make sure, okay, there, first form. It's my first mythical, guys. Bear with me. First form, second form. I guess this is how it works if you want to book your second form. We've got the wand on him as well. And let me just double check that this is the second form. We've got the health swap right there. We've got the AoE that deals double damage in terms of accurate. Okay. So this is the form we want to book. The block revive is also on here. And then for the record, we also went with Lightning Cage because I'm hoping to use him in PvP a lot as well. So that's why I went with Lightning Cage. Let's put some books into him. It's not a personal reward CVC, but it's still a CVC nonetheless. And I do think that booking him is a smart thing to do. Okay, we're still on his second form. Upgrade skills. I don't even know what I'm going for. I think his A2 is probably what I would like to nail, and his A1. I don't actually know. Let the books fall where they will. I usually book one by one, but I'm going to book 6, 7, 8 books of 5. Let's see where they fall. Bang. Destiny. Okay, so right there we can see that we fully booked his A2. We fully booked his A1. Wait. What? All it took to fully book his alternate form was 5 books. Wait, am I? Huh? I don't know what just happened. We only had 5 books, but we booked 8 books worth of it. Am I missing something? Wait, level 2. So that only took 1 book. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm silly, sorry. I always used to just count the levels it took. So like 3, 6, 7, 8. But if you click on the skill, you can see you can only book that once. 2, 3 books over there. 4, 5 books over there. So 5 books, fully booked his alternate form. W's in the chat. You learn something every day. I'm actually happy that happened whilst I was recording because I've been playing for over a year now and I never knew that. I always just assumed that if I looked at a champion's levels over here, that's how many books it takes. Well, today I learned. Cool, so Embrys alt form fully booked. We're also going to be booking Masahiro because if I'm not mistaken, that Shadowkin faction opens tomorrow. It does, and we want to use Masahiro there. So we're going to be booking Masahiro. It's actually a lot simpler just booking legendary champions. But before I do that, are there any legendary champions that I have not yet fully booked that are like partially? Okay, Arbitz is one of them, but I'm not going to, don't think I'm going to book her A1 or A2. Her A3 is booked and her passive is booked. Not a passive, let's call it an A4. Her A4 is fully booked, her A3 is fully booked. That's what we use, so I don't think I'm going to spend books there. Not going to book Yakal, not really going to book Torman. Talina might be a good candidate for books right here. How many books does she need? 4, 8, 12. So she likes to read. See, so I would have thought this was 15 books automatically, but it's not. Unless I'm still confused. Talina needs books. He-Man needs books. Valorant needs books. KO needs books. Ishiyama needs books. Haggibah needs books. But I know for a fact that Masahiro is where I need to go. I just know that. So he's A3, 4 books. He's A2, 4 books. 12 books as well, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm counting this right. So I'm just going to throw 10 into him and hope for the best. So we've got A2 to maximum, and then his A3 level 4 and his A1 level 4. So the A2 is heals all allies. So the heal is here and the strengthen is here on all allies. But the revive is on the A3. Attacks all enemies before attacking, revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. This skill can be used even if there are no dead allies. So we've nailed that in terms of damage and debuff chance, but the cooldown is still on a 5-turn cooldown and we can get it to a 4-turn cooldown. Over here though, we've got this to a 3-turn cooldown, and his A1 is an AoE that decreases crit rate. No real cooldown over there because it's the A1 obviously. So yeah, 1 more book into Masahiro, at most 2 more books into him, and then he'll be fully booked and ready to impact the account right there. Cool. In terms of epics, not really in the need of, she's an undead. Booking her might help in terms of damage, but again, I don't struggle with the damage in the undead. It's literally keeping my champions alive. So I'm not quite sure. I'll pause on that for now and actually think about who I need to book. I've since removed Aethel from my Dark Aethel from my undead faction crypt battles. So in terms of that, that's fine. That's all I'm going to do over there. Let's go and see. Ooh, we didn't even get anything else. Almost at 100k CVC points. That's cool. So yeah, to close this off, I'm going to do something that probably going to get a lot of hate for, but if we look at this right here, like I'm not even talking about weeks, well, Artak, cool, but Gnut, the chances of pulling Gnut, why not? And I don't have a Stag Knight. So I'm probably going to regret this. It is what it is. It's just because I can. I shouldn't, but I can. We're going to pull 23 Ancients in the hopes that we pull a Gnut. Like, why not? Why not me? Why not me? I don't encourage this. Do not do this. 23 shards right here, but we will be saving obviously everything else. And from this day, it's almost like when you try and quit a bad habit, you're like, okay, after today it's done, which is a horrible thing to do. Just quit. Whatever you're trying to quit, just quit it. After these shards, I'll save my Ancient Shards. Until the next fusion, I'm not going to touch my Ancient Shards, but I'm also not going to miss out on an opportunity to potentially pull a Gnut. Why not me is what I'm saying. So we'll pull 3 right there to end it off. And then we're going to do 2 10 pulls. Who knows? Maybe we get the 2 epics we need for Mikage, which would be absolutely fantastic. Or we might just get 23 rares, which we also have to be content with that we've made the decision to do this. All right, so just like that, let's go into a 10 pull of Ancients right here and hope that it's not just blue. That's cool. We have an epic there, Frostbringer, not a Mikage epic, but it's an epic nonetheless. And the last 10 pull, we are broke. I'll be right back. And just like that, we have returned to do the final 10 pull. Is there Gnut in here? Is there Mikage epic in here? I'm doing this just to say goodbye to the old me in terms of shards and hello to the new me that won't be doing this again. Maybe a little asterisk. I can't promise perfection. We are trying to be a better player, but it's difficult. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's go. Give us a Gnut. Why not us? Why not us? Infernal Baroness, another Grunge Killjoy. That's fine. We are chilling. That's okay. It is a progressive chance with a +1 off of Ancients. We did not manage to secure any of those, but I kind of knew that going into it because we're so far out of Mercy, it's not even funny. But cool, let's end it on there. Don't do what I just did. Meet me in the comments. I would love to discuss everything we mentioned in this video with you guys. Ooh, those 2 fusion tokens are looking groovy over there. Thank you so much once again to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description down below. Using that directly supports me and directly supports the channel. Happiness is a choice. Kindness is absolutely free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.